There was an Olympic Games that was almost cancelled because of a volcanic eruption. Well, technically, one set of games was completely cancelled because of the eruption, so they moved it to another country entirely. In 1904, it was decided that the 1908 Olympic Games were going to be held in Rome, Italy. However, in April of 1906, there was a volcanic eruption of Mount Vesuvius on the Bay of Naples in Italy. This is actually a photograph from the 1906 eruption of Vesuvius as seen from Naples, looking over the bay towards the volcano. You can see it erupting out here, and a huge amount of volcanic ash erupting out of the volcano. And this eruption was big. By all accounts, it's one of the most lava-producing eruptions we've known about at Mount Vesuvius, and it resulted in over 100, possibly over 200 deaths as a result of this eruption in 1906, destroying towns as well. So because of the destruction, there was a need to divert financial resources to help rebuild the towns and the populations and the communities around Mount Vesuvius. And so all of this funding that was centrally directed from the government of Italy down to Naples had to be taken away from the Olympic Games. So for financial reasons, it was then decided that the Olympic Games would be moved to London in 1908. Quick fact about the 1908 Olympic Games in London is they were the longest running Olympics in modern Olympic history, running for 187 days from April through to October. That's wild. So cycling back to Mount Vesuvius, a lot of people know that Vesuvius was the cause of the destruction of the city of Pompeii in AD 79, but what a lot of people don't know is that there have been many more eruptions since then, and the most recent one was actually in 1944 during the Second World War, and there are some fantastic photos of blimps flying around the volcano whilst it's erupting, but this eruption in 1906 was one of the largest modern eruptions, and it produced a huge amount of volcanic ash all around the area. In fact, I found these diagrams from a research paper, and these blue, yellow and red lines from different events of the eruption show actually how far the ash fall went. And these darker regions you see scattered around the volcano, for example in this bottom one, the city of Naples is more kind of over here, Pompeii is down there, Herculaneum's down there, is you can see that there are a number of towns that were completely covered in ash, and there are also numerous lava flows. So it really was one of the biggest lava-producing eruptions we've seen from Mount Vesuvius in modern history. So even though this volcanic eruption didn't actually disrupt the games themselves, they did have to move to a completely different country, even though it was in 2 years' time, not because of the volcanic destruction, but because of the financial implications to rebuild that city. And it took another 52 years for those games to actually return to Rome for the Olympic Games in 1960.